some advice. Always be nice and be sure to eat your veggies every day.
So how did the idea for the Gospel Garden originate and when?
About 12 years ago, and I paid a little visit to the food pantry and found that most of what they had was tin cans of food, dried foods, things like that. And it seemed to me it would be nice to have some fresh food. So I talked to Father Peter about it, and he said, sure, give it a try. So I got a hold of this. He let me use this piece of land down here. I got men from the men's club, and we put together what's called a raised garden, a French-style garden.
Interesting. And who designed the garden?
Well, I don't know how much design was in it, but yes, I did it. And it's
Don't be so modest.
No,
It was me.
It was a series of boxes, and you put dirt in it and put some seeds in. So that's what we did. Yeah.
Could you name any specific plants that grow in the garden?
Sure. Tomatoes, potatoes, kale. We have
Radishes.
apples. Yeah, radishes. Right, that's a very important one. String beans, spinach.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah, Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I grow them because other people like them. And I don't care much for eggplants either. But Margaret's very good at growing
Peppers.
eggplants. Yeah, peppers. Right. Yeah.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, cucumbers, apples, pears. We're going to have apples and pears this year, honest, and grapes. So it's a lot of variety.
And I'm assuming the food all goes to the
food pantries.
Okay.
We've also been delivering in the past down to Darien, person to person, which is another food pantry.
Interesting. And how many people would you say work in the garden on a normal year, and what do they do usually?
I'd say on a good year, there's at least 20 volunteers coming through.
Yeah.
At least.
Okay.
And then we've had with the Boy Scouts, we may have 25 Boy Scouts show up to do a project. And just while we're thinking about it, that shed was built by Boy Scouts. All of the walkways were built by Boy Scouts, for example. Big deal. These guys
the big
really,
projects.
Yeah, the big projects. So I don't know if we're going to have one this year. I think we want to ease into back into this.
Are there any upcoming plans for the garden?
Ooh, yeah.
We're hoping that we're going to get some chickens.
We're going to start adding egg deliveries.
I'm sorry. Yeah, egg delivery.
With our stuff we grow here. We'll probably have a dozen,
Yeah.
at least, eggs going to the food pantry
Yeah.
from a member of St. Mark's Parish.
We have 160 clients usually over here that are getting food aid. Right. So it's not insignificant number of people, and one of the top wealthy towns in all of the U.S. So you start to see there's these hidden needs that we just aren't aware of at all. So yes, we have some more plans.
They're all. But we're also looking at on this area to the left of the fence. We're looking at, and we have a meeting tomorrow, expanding into the Gospel Garden Christmas tree farm, which is really cool because we don't have to work that hard on it. And at some point, we're going to be able to sell to help raise money for the garden. St. Mark's Gospel Garden Christmas trees.
Oh, we'll see.
Well, this is 8 years off, but this is exciting. You asked if anything exciting was going on.
Oh yeah, that's pretty exciting.
So thank you for coming and taking your time out of your day for this interview about the Gospel Garden.
It's a pleasure. We like to talk about the garden whenever we get
Anytime.
a chance. So we'll be available tomorrow if you want.